Hey there, my name is Brent Vanderswag. I'm the president of GutterExperts.com and the founder of Gutter-Con, which is being held in just 16 days from now in Denver, Colorado. Leading up to Gutter-Con, I've been doing a series of events where I'm chatting with a variety of people in the gutter world, speakers who will be presenting at Gutter-Con, suppliers, and regular gutter guys just like you and me. We'll be talking about their businesses and how they play a role in today's gutter industry. So I'd like to introduce you my guests for today, Rebecca Neal and Ryan Sicotte with Artesian Home Products. Artesian is a manufacturer of premium gutter protection products with such brands as Valor Gutter Guards, Leaf Defender, Home Superior Home Pro, as well as Rebel Gutter Guards. I think I pronounced home. It should have been Superior Home Pro. Sorry.
Superior Home Pro, that's good.
And Rebel Gutter Guards. They join me today from Loomis, California. How you guys doing?
We're fantastic. Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
No problem. So Rebecca, you and I kind of we met just a few weeks ago, actually. I'm trying to remember how we connected. I think maybe you might have saw the Gutter-Con website and reached out to us.
Yeah, I saw Gutter-Con 2022. I saw where it was located, and I thought, oh man, that's something that I need to be a part of. This is the first time. So if we can be one of the, initial voices within Gutter-Con 2022, that would be amazing. So I think we got in touch with you to see what sponsorship opportunities look like.
Well, we're happy to have you for sure. So we were just chatting a little bit before we got on the line here, and I can't really believe how you even started in this business. It sounds like you were in the animal business before this.
So my degree is in veterinary medicine. Did that.
Are you a veterinarian?
I am a certified, actually, equine radiologist from UCA.
So to do with horses.
So yeah, horse x-ray is what that looks like. But I worked in large animal and small animal medicine for about 20 years. Wow. And decided to pivot my career path.
You didn't pivot, you spun it right around.
So like I was telling you before, a friend of mine said, hey, I'm working at this metal manufacturing plant. Come work with me. I think it'll be fun. And I thought, man, that sounds fun. Let's go work with some metal. And I started on the manufacturing floor. The board of directors here, soon found out about me and my education and experience, and got promoted quickly into sales and marketing manager for the several brands that we carry.
Oh, neat. I got to ask you though, it's interesting to me about working on the floor. Like, are all these, you've got a number of different brands, and I guess they're all a little bit different, but is this just one big factory and they have a bunch of different lines and the material comes in and goes here and goes there?
So we have a large manufacturing floor that's actually right across the street from our offices, and we manufacture everything that we make by hand here. That includes frame products, rail products. We imprint the mesh ourselves with our own patented designs. And that gives us a unique aspect of quality control. Everything's made by hand, designed and assembled here in the US, in Northern California. And it gives us the ability to make really quality products here within, where we sit.
Yeah, that's neat. And just knowing, are most of the products, what's most of the products made out of?
So everything that we have has a marine grade stainless steel micro mesh screen. And everything that we use we use galvanized steel, copper, aluminum for our frame products. We use extruded aluminum, roll formed. All of our rail products are roll formed, industrial grade aluminum. Top of the line, we make everything. One of the big things that we talk about right now is making everything so it is recyclable and earth friendly. There's a lot of plastic products out on the market right now that warp and come off the gutter, come off the roof, and in the ocean, right? So our ability to make sustainable, recyclable products is actually one of our really one of the proudest points that we have in our manufacturing capabilities.
Neat. And I guess having different products, I mean, does someone come to you, like if I said, oh, I want to have a new name brand gutter protection product, would I come to you and say, this is what I want to build? Like, is that how it works? Or do you guys do all the developing and decide, oh, we need
So,
a different brand for this?
so we develop all of our brands per market segment. So we have brands that are for professional installation. We have made private brands. We make several private brands for companies. And they're the only ones that can sell that particular mesh pattern with that particular frame in that area, or nationwide, even globally. We have clients, internationally. But other brands are made just for the retail market or just for roofing contractors. But some of our flagship brands we've developed and created a whole market for them for in-home sales and professional installation. That has really been kind of the pillar for our company. Valor Gutter Guards being our most recognizable and trusted brand that goes across nationwide, that Ryan is the brand manager for.
Oh, well, why don't we just, Ryan, what about you? You've been with the company just a little over a year, you said, huh?
Yeah. Last March was when I joined, or 2 Marches ago, I guess now. So,
yeah. So what's your role in the company then?
Yeah, so I'm I'm a brand manager for Artesian. I have a couple of different brands. So Valor and Leaf Defender are some of the ones that you mentioned that I manage. And so my role is, a little bit spread through between marketing and sales, working with taking care of, our current dealers for like the Valor program, making sure that they have everything they need in order to, have continued success in their daily operations, smooth over with ordering our products, help with marketing and those kinds of things, as well as, educating and finding new, potential customers for areas that we might not be currently serving and things like that. So that's kind of my activity with Valor, and with Leaf Defender, it's pretty similar, just finding the right fits, based on how we're looking for. And with Leaf Defender, especially, looking for, people that are really looking for a product with a great mesh design, but maybe a little more railed system, and kind of focusing heavily on each individual brand's day-to-day operations.
So Ryan has actually the responsibility. Our Valor dealer network we have 244 Valor dealers across the nation. And those are for gutter guys who want the premium gutter guards for their businesses. And that's really its own beast. We hold the patent on a micromesh design. So all the designs that you see, we're the only ones who can do that. And it provides optimal performance. And we also offer the lifetime. It gives us the opportunity to offer a lifetime warranty. We guarantee all of our products across the board. But Leaf Defender especially has provided a specific opportunity for roofing contractors and gutter guys to have a cost-effective, easy to install gutter guard that's railed. So it doesn't need professional installation per se, but it's easy to install when they're up on the roof. You know what I mean? If you're, cleaning, aligning and resealing the gutters, it's easy to just put our Leaf Defender on there.
It's like a retrofit product, like
absolutely, and it fits all gutter style. So it's really a cool product. What some of the things that we have been experiencing in the market right now have been a lot of new, it used to be gutter guards were for keeping the debris out of your gutters, only letting the rain in. That was it. That was the point, is keeping the debris out and only letting rain in.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing all the positive aspects of it as the first line in water filtration for permaculture and landscaping. We're seeing it as for pest control, keeping hornets' nests and pests and insects out of the gutters with an enclosed system. We're seeing it as, especially here in California, we're seeing it as a house hardening aspect, house hardening being in making sure embers and debris and let's say giant pine needles don't stand in your gutters.
Yeah.
So when the wildfires in California come, which they inevitably do,
Hey, we never really thought about that before, and I talked to a cleaner out your way, and we didn't really realize that was such a big
A big deal
problem.
for us out here. It's a big deal in California. So keeping the dry pine needles out and keeping the embers out and the fire out when they come. Gutter guards are particular because we're all metal, right?
Yep.
And it's appropriate for house hardening, which has been huge here in our area.
Yeah.
And it also handles high rainflow. We get that, up on we're West Coast. So, we get that up in Oregon and Washington, there's a high rainflow. So we've made it so our micro mesh design can break up the water tension and divert the water. So you're not getting waterfall over your gutters. You're not getting ice crystals over your gutters. So we've really found that our product has been improving and solving a lot of the problems of the homeowners that are in the area and the gutter installers that are in the area, having to, address these issues year in and year out.
Yeah. I guess the other thing is too, you probably, one of the things that we haven't really talked about much in any of these interviews is rainwater harvesting.
Yeah.
So that's probably something that's, I would assume is, something you guys are doing out your ways, collecting rainwater.
So we found like within the new construction, especially in the really arid areas of the country, a lot of new construction is requiring solar paneling. Right?
Right.
A lot of the new construction is requiring rainwater harvesting systems, and that can get expensive.
Yep.
So when you use a product like Valor or Leaf Defender as the first filtration device in your rainwater harvesting system, it's saving you a ton of money. You're complying with all the requirements of new home, construction in the really arid areas.
Yep.
And then you're able to save water and, for permaculture and landscaping, especially in our area, where we're selling a lot of new ways, we'll say, to utilize our land out here because of things that are legal and are not legal anymore, right?
Well, up here in Canada, we're all legal, so we don't.
So you're all legal. Okay, well, we're all legal in California, so it's actually been like a pretty good market. Using gutter guards as a first filtration and rainwater harvesting for the permaculture and landscaping has been a great selling point for us. Great feature point, yeah.
Ryan, how does so you guys mentioned a dealer network. Is Valor the only dealer network product that you have?
Yeah, so we do have another one, Arrow, which is a similar sister product, but it has its own mesh string design. So we do have a dealer network that's been growing in that way. It's a little bit of a later generation in terms of that. So we're working on growing that and really just doing that. But really, from my experience, it's been a balance of growing them both. But as I walked in the door, there was more Valor dealers than there were others.
Yeah.
So time gets split accordingly to that.
Are you able to talk at all about how the network works? Like how can you become a dealer, and is it kind of exclusive?
Yeah. So as far as with becoming a dealer, we have actually a web page on the Valor website that is detailed specifically for that, has a little introductory video. But the essential process is, if it's something you're interested in, we have a way for you to contact us, let us know. We process those requests within 48 hours. And so we'll take those, and what we generally have to do is a little bit of investigation just to say, hey, where are you? What's going on? What's the situation? And looking into that, because we do provide exclusive sales territories to our dealers. In some cases, we do have multiple dealers in areas, but we take those on a case-by-case basis. And what we generally are looking for is dealers or people that want to become a dealer that want to develop a long-term relationship with us, because our goal isn't to be in every single store and every single home yesterday. It's to build solid relationships, to get a high quality, product built with high integrity out there nationwide. And in order to do that effectively, we need to have partners, selling and marketing the guards who believe in it. And so we take our time to sort of get to know you. We're happy to send samples, and if we don't want to see the product firsthand, but it is very important to us to make sure that, you're not just looking to have 20 products, you're looking to build a relationship and sort of, we're aligned in our company visions.
Gotcha. Yeah, nice. So Rebecca, you've been, you mentioned that you came off the floor and you've got a region, your territory regional manager. Is that what your
I'm
job
sales and
title?
marketing manager.
Marketing manager.
So I run several brands. I
Mhm.
do marketing, graphic design, website design, marketing campaigns, Google Analytics, and sales and sales managerial tasks for our whole company. It's a
Wow.
lot on my plate, but I love it.
Yeah.
I believe in our company. I love our company. Our company's so supportive and team oriented and people oriented.
Yeah.
And working in our department, our sales and marketing department, has been something where we've been able to establish a culture, a company culture
Mhm.
of that's very people oriented, that's very, we give back to the community, that we support everyone for success. We try to give everybody tools for success. And that's honestly, in my position as sales and marketing manager, what matters to me is my
Mhm.
team being successful.
Yeah.
And if Ryan's successful, then he sells more, right? That's good. And then that makes our dealers and our dealer network happy. And that provides happiness and fulfillment within our brands.
Yeah.
So he's able to really support his Valor dealer networks, the sister product that he mentioned, Arrow, the Arrow dealer network as well. And it's enabled us to actually I wanted to mention, do some really amazing things. We're launching a brand to team up with pest control companies.
Oh, yeah.
And the purpose of that brand is to reduce our imprint of chemicals and pesticides. There's some pesticide companies that have gotten in a little bit of hot water recently for their heavy use of chemicals, right?
Right.
So in a initiative to augment that, we're introducing our gutter guards as a part of a pest mitigation strategy.
Yeah.
Right? When you have a enclosed system,
Yeah.
you can't have hornets nests, you don't get termites, you don't get bees, you don't get birds in your gutter systems, which is a perfect environment for them to live in.
Yeah.
So that's been really amazing to be able to do that, to as a part of just being a part of the world, right? Being a part of the doing something that helps us out as we experience all these global and economic changes, doing little things we can do like chemical-free pest infestation mitigation. And then we're also able to give back a little of the profits to that to wildlife conservation and keeping plastics out of the oceans. And we're actually doing some animal rescue and sanctuary work as well.
I wonder why you guys are doing animal work.
But I don't know.
Where that came from.
So that's where my brain goes. And so and that's what's, it's important to all of us, right? So we have a couple brands going that way that I'm really excited are going to be launched for pest control.
So how will they work? A pest control company it'll be specifically for them and they'll be installing that
It
product?
would be specifically for them. So we're looking at, I don't know if I can mention brands on here,
Yeah.
but we're looking at Terminix, we're looking at Orkin, we're looking at Clark's and saying, hey, here's a brand for you. You're up on the roof anyway. You're, on a ladder anyway. Go ahead, clean out the gutters. Put a lot of them are using, which is, there's other gutter products out there that are like a foam, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
And what they actually do is harbor. They make a perfect environment
I know.
for algae and moss and plants and bugs to be in, right?
We remove an awful lot of that stuff.
We see these pest control companies using this foamy stuff, right? And it's actually making the problem worse.
Maybe that's their plan.
Maybe, you know what? It's ingenious if all they worry about is profits, right? But if they really want to solve the problem, then we're offering a product that says, hey, make an enclosed system.
Yeah.
You're up there anyway. It's easy to install. And it's going to mitigate all of these things. Plus, you're not pulling a plastic product, a plastic gutter guard off in 1 or 2 years, after a couple of summers when it warps and melts and you have to pull it off anyway. some philanthropic, ideals that I don't know that any other company is actually doing right now, that I'm really proud of that we're able to do. And that we've gotten the permission from the board to do. And then, like I said, giving some of those profits and proceeds to wildlife conservation, to animal rescue groups. We're actually going to, as a community outreach thing next week, we're going to a sanctuary, and I'm putting this guy to work, and he's going to be shoveling pig poop. And I'm going to be brushing down horses and rehooving.
Why do you get the good job?
Huh?
Why do you get the good job?
Because I threw out my knee about 6 months ago, and I've shoveled my lifetime supply of pig poop, so it's his turn now. But
I kind of volunteered because I haven't been doing my yard work recently, so like I need to be put to work. It's time.
Yeah, so we're actually going to a sanctuary that's horses, cows, goats, pigs, dogs. And what's interesting is the difference between a rescue and a sanctuary. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a veterinary tangent here. A rescue is a place that takes an animal, nurses it back to health, and adopts it back out, right? A sanctuary is a place that takes an animal and keeps it there forever, making their quality of life sustainable. So that's where we are putting our community outreach towards. And about 12 of us are going. And like I said, we're going to be shoveling pig poop, filling up horse water troughs. And I'm going to be brushing and reshoeing them. And we're going to be taking otherwise unadoptable dogs for walks. And that's just a part of us trying to give back to the community, because those are the things that are important to us. Yeah, right. Nice. It's not all about profits and bottom lines and all of that stuff. It's about taking what we have and doing something with it and doing something positive with it. And that's, I think, the goal of Artesian as a whole, which I'm really proud of.
Yeah, that sounds really neat. And so are you, Ryan, are you coming to GutterCon too? Are the both of you going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, super.
We're going, and we're coming to supply.
Yes.
We're going to go on our own.
I tried to have that all organized for today to confirm it with you, and I just couldn't get the reservation number confirmed yet. But I think we got 24 tickets and a bus organized. Okay, cool. So we're going to be letting people know that that's something available for.
Yeah, it's going to be for sure us two, and then I don't know who else we've convinced to come. That's confirmed anyways. So all I can say for sure is us two. And we're going to try to drag along some stragglers.
Well, definitely let me know if you've got any of your other team members coming, and if they're wanting to get a seat on the fun bus Saturday.
Yeah. Well, we've got enough personality for 4 maybe. So yeah.
And you can tell us some stories about your how you cleaned up with the pigs.
Oh, well, so we actually started a community, an online Facebook community that's going to show all the stuff that we do. So you'll be able to see pictures if you go on. Of I'm going to put, so we call Ryan the donkey whisperer, because the first time we went, the donkeys were, one of them grabbed onto his shirt and wouldn't let go, and he was trying to walk, and it was just, he was dragging it along with his shirt, and then all of the donkeys started following him. He was like the Pied Piper of donkeys. It was adorable. It was so stinking cute. And I was a little jealous because I want to be the donkey whisperer.
Well, listen, we're excited about GutterCon, and I'm anxious to be at the concert with you, because I didn't.
Oh, we're gonna have to take like super much videos, all the videos, and we're gonna rock out for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, it won't all be about learning about business stuff. We're gonna have some fun too. So,
well, the important part is networking, right? The important part is people. That's the important part of any business. People.
You brought something up too. I don't know if it was you, Rebecca, or I think it was you, Rebecca, that said bringing some professionalism to the industry. And that's one thing that I know I've always tried to do in my business, and we've always been in my business. We've always been busy, and people have always recognized, the way we are, the way we operate professionally. And I think that, the industry certainly needs some of that. So appreciate what you're doing there too.
It's interesting. The gutter industry is its own little funny beast, isn't it?
It is.
It's definitely something you have to, once you get acclimated, it's a very unique beast, the gutter industry. And I feel like it's an asset, bringing people in from different walks of life, right? That haven't always been in construction or always been in
No,
manufacturing.
I agree. I
Yeah,
mean,
that,
especially in the last couple of years, I find just with the shortage of being able to find staff, you know, I think I can speak because I've been in the business since 1998, and I always look for people with experience. But
mhm.
the last couple of years, I've been looking for people without experience. Um, you know, just because that way you can train them the way you want them trained.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I've
Yeah.
had a couple mechanics that have worked for me that have are still working today. They worked out really well for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you're still recording, but I have a story for you.
I am.
Um,
Should I stop recording? Is it
I
dirty?
don't know. I'll tell the story. You can edit it out later if you want to.
I'm done with the dirty stories about pig poop and everything.
So yeah, well, this is not a cleaner story. So talking about professionalism in the industry and the way we want to change it, there is a funny anecdote that we call P-gate, and was one of our competitors doing an install, and the homeowner actually videotaped the installer urinating in her front driveway.
Oh,
And let me tell you, this video went everywhere, and it was how does this happen in life? Like how?
but you know, it's a real problem in the industry
Like
because,
how do,
you know, we almost all drink coffee or pop or Coke or whatever.
we
I mean,
do
it's got to
drink
go
coffee.
somewhere.
You gotta go somewhere. Unfortunately, this woman's 3-year-old child was standing in the window.
I have to admit, I've had 3 times that's happened to me. Not someone caught me, but I've had phone calls. I'm looking at
Yeah.
one of your employees right now, and you know, what do you say?
What do you say? And it's one of those things, it's a learning experience, right? And it's
Yeah.
one of those things where you're like, okay, well, this is in the rules now. Don't pee in the driveway.
It's in the handbook.
It's in the handbook.
Well, we actually thought about putting a little potty in our cube van. We haven't done it, but we thought about doing it.
Well, I've known, all the solutions from water bottles to
Maybe
going
that
to
would
the
be a
gas-
good new product for you guys to take on, like a water bottle product. You
The
can
water
put in the van,
We can go with
different
every-
sizes,
and a sales
different
bag.
box sizes.
Yeah.
Here's your installation kit and a little pee
Yeah.
bottle for you.
Yeah. And Ryan, you can show everyone how to use it. How's that? Okay, I think that's enough for today.
That's enough.
Listen, I want to thank you guys for coming on, and really appreciate, first of all, being a sponsor of year 1 for Gutter-Con. I know it's a big step for a company to take, and I just want to personally thank you guys for that.
Well,
and
thank you for
really,
throwing it. We're excited.
yeah, and I'm
It's been a
excited.
pleasure to work with. And
Oh,
please
thank
edit
you.
out all the inappropriate parts of this little interview.
It's all going up. And I hope everything comes together for Sublime,
Me too.
and I think that's going to be an awesome night. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys in a couple weeks, and we'll chat with you then.
Thank you.
Sounds
Bye
good.
bye.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.